Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and thanks for tuning in to the virtual event portion of our week of celebration. I am reporting live from Wallowa County, Oregon. So we've been doing a lot of virtual events over the last year, and you'd think we have it all figured out by now, but there might still be some awkwardness with my internet. We're not quite sure yet, but I'm excited for tonight, and so many people are still filtering into the attendee portion. But before we get started, I wish to acknowledge that the Long-Tom Watershed is the traditional homelands of the tribes and bands of the Kalapuyan peoples. Following treaties in the 1850s, the Kalapuya were dispossessed of and forcibly removed from their indigenous homeland by the United States government. Today, many descendants are citizens of the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde and the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. We acknowledge that we are on occupied lands and express our respect for the Kalapuya and all tribal nations of Oregon and the important contributions they continue to make to their communities, including to the stewardship of this watershed. Importantly, we're also committed to not letting that statement begin and end with just an acknowledgement. We are committed to listening, learning from, and supporting Indigenous peoples, and we are working to live that commitment every day. Valuing the collective wisdom of our community and building relationships has been the core of our approach for almost 25 years, and will continue to be important moving forward. Our efforts to support and learn from tribal people is no different, and directly supports our mission that has guided all we've done for nearly 2.5 decades. Now I'm going to turn it over to Taylor Evans, one of our board co-chairs, to kick off the virtual event.
Thank you. Thank you, Clinton, and thanks to all of you for tuning in to our 2021 annual celebration and fundraiser. Tonight's event will be 45 minutes, and be sure to stick around until the end because we'll be giving out door prizes at the end of our event. And anyone who's donated any amount to the council as a part of our annual celebration fundraiser is eligible. This is our 24th anniversary of serving and working alongside all of you who make our incredible watershed community. Over the years, we've gathered at all corners of the watershed, from Monroe to Veneta to Eugene and everywhere in between. We've missed seeing so many of you with different backgrounds and walks of life coming together under a common vision and a goal for a healthier Long-Tom watershed. So it was truly wonderful to be able to connect again with some of you in small, safety-focused groups for 3 tours earlier this week. You all continue to inspire us every day with your passion to improve this watershed and the lives of those who live here. We're incredibly grateful for all of the connections to our community, which have kept our work going as strong as ever this last 1.5 years. And even with the challenges, we're still connecting with our community, still learning from you, and still restoring habitat. And no matter what form our annual celebration may take, it's always been about celebrating you, our community members, partners, volunteers, donors, and watershed ambassadors. This event is time to both reflect and look forward, but mostly it's a time for gratitude. The feelings of support we get from your energy is what keeps us going. And this celebration is one of the ways throughout the year we can say thank you. So thank you for all your talents, passions, interests, connections, and support. There's so much to celebrate this year. And so with that, I would like to just mention that this year we set a goal to raise $12,000 by the end of this event. And thank you to everyone who's given thus far. We're inspired by the generosity of this community, and it's because of all of your gifts that we're able to do the important work of our mission. And we want to take a moment to especially thank our event sponsors, Bauman Tree Farm and Roseburg Forest Products. We also want to thank the people and businesses who donated gift items for awardees and for our prize drawing, which includes Royal Blue Organics and Cafe Ma'am, Electric Nectar Farmstead, Glory Bee, Sanity Chocolate, and David Turner's book, Along the Long-Tom River, Observations from Past and Present. Last year, we hosted our very first annual celebration, which we also rebranded as a celebration and fundraiser. We weren't exactly sure what to expect, but we experienced was an outpouring of generosity that carried forward into our year-end appeal. Combined, your giving for both the event and through the holidays exceeded our expectations with over $25,000 raised in a few short months. This year, we increased our goal for this event from $10,000 to $12,000, and so far we're about 57% towards our goal. We want your help in getting the rest of the way there. Your gifts help support the amazing cutting-edge riparian, urban, and upland restoration projects that improve the health of our watershed and community. And your gifts are especially crucial to allow us to build relationships with an array of community members, business partners, tribes, landowners, agencies, and other nonprofits.
That's right. While our work centers on habitat and water quality, the very heart of our mission relies on relationships. So I just want to make sure I get my ducks in a row here. Technical difficulties. For over 24 years, the Council has grown alongside its watershed partners to support an increasingly diverse set of priorities on the landscape. This year, we released an updated online project map that shows 135 projects conducted over that period. And that's just the ones with latitude and longitude. So much of our work involves conversations out on the land, building relationships, learning from our community, and working across differences to innovate and plan for a healthier future for wildlife, plants, and people. You can't fit those on a map. But we don't exist just to talk about solutions. Getting high quality work done on the ground is the reason we're here. In a few short months, you'll be able to do this year's annual report and see the work we've put on the ground alongside you, our neighborhood partners. And right now, you can go to our website and read our ambitious 19-page work plan for what we hope to accomplish in the year ahead. And none of that ambition, none of that innovation, and none of that rising to meet the need happens without the generous donors contributing the cash it takes to think bigger and think long-term in the long term.
As a volunteer board member, I give my time to this organization because I care deeply about the work that happens, but also deeply about the way it happens. I know that the way the Long Tom Watershed Council does this work is positive, authentic, and built a bridge building path forward for our most pressing challenges. So please consider giving generously to LTWC, and you can donate on our website at longtom.org/donate or mail a check payable to the Long Tom Watershed Council.
I think Rob's going to put up a slide of our awardees. And if you checked out our website already or were here a little bit early, you might have seen some of these slides passing by. But each year, the council honors several outstanding partners, landowners, contractors, and volunteers who've really gone above and beyond in their service to our projects, programs, and operations. If you haven't already, do spend some time checking out the awardees. You can see exactly what they've contributed and get some quotes from some of our staff who worked closely with these folks over the last year. And they truly help make this council what it is. I want to express my gratitude to each of our amazing watershed heroes. So this year, we're recognizing our outstanding community partners in the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians, Dina Dart of Live Oak Consulting, and Oregon State University Extension. Outstanding project partners are Taylor Larson and Ecostudies Institute. And our outstanding project contractors are Sarah Worrell, Dan Baker of Baker & Associates, and Upward Landscape Solutions. Our outstanding technical volunteers, Kevin Shanley, and both Lindsay Reeves and Joe are our outstanding volunteers for this year. Each awardee will receive a gift of our appreciation, which includes items donated from the local businesses that Taylor mentioned a little further up. And if you turned on early, you probably saw each of their names in the slideshow. So if you do go to our website, and you can read all about their various contributions. But I want to take a moment and thank our board. As an executive director, I get to lean on all the value of our board of directors and what they bring to the table and learn from them and all of you, our board, on how we can work better together, how we can support the staff and our watershed community. So I want to take a moment to recognize each of the hardworking volunteers who've served on the board this year. Jabrila Vaya, Jamie Newsom, Pat McDowell, Lindsay Reeves, Taylor Evans, Shelley Miller, Al Hernishin, and our vacancy appointment, Chris Finn, who you'll be voting to affirm later. So thank you all for the time and the expertise and the support that you give me. Great shoulders to lean on once in a while, and to all of our staff. I really appreciate it.
And as co-chair, I would like to take a moment to thank the diversely talented and amazing Long Tom staff. And we have Abby Kohlauer, Amanda Reinholtz, Katie McKendrick, Sarah Whitney, Heidi Heisler, Miranda Hawks, Lorette Wagner, Sydney Nyland, I apologize, Dana Dedrick, Jed Call, Rob Hoshaw, and Clinton Begley. And next, we are going to go into our order of business, which is to elect this year's slate of volunteer board candidates. Rotating our board members has been a council tradition since our first steering committee in 1998. Serving as a board member is an opportunity to understand the inner workings of the council, learn more about the watershed, and bring your skills to the table. We're so very grateful to everyone who has lent their voice, perspective, and expertise to this watershed council over the years. In 23 years, we've had over 100 alumni who have served on our board. After publishing an open call for board candidates, the nominating committee has prepared a slate of candidates for your vote of approval and welcome. The slate is comprised of a diverse set of Watershed stakeholders who all share an interest in helping the council be an effective nonprofit in service to the wide range of needs and interests in the Longtom watershed. Bios for the slate of board candidates were posted to our website, and a link was sent to all of you who signed up to participate in this virtual annual meeting. Voting tonight is part of affirming the willingness of these volunteers to serve on behalf of the watershed and the council. You may not know each candidate personally, but perhaps you can support their volunteer spirit and the diversity that goes into making a watershed council work. So this is the first time we've collected an online vote for the from council members, in which we're going to do in a moment via a virtual poll. You all are playing such a very important role in confirming our board members, and we appreciate your grace in trying this out, just in case there are a few glitches, because as we know, even 2 years into all this, that there's always going to be some glitches. So how voting tonight's going to work, it should be pretty simple. In a moment, Rob is going to share an online poll, and then this voting is for the group as a total, so all 4 that you see on the screen. And so what's going to happen is there's an option to say yes, no, or if you already attended one of the tours mentioned earlier this week and voted already, that is an option. And there is a spot that says I'm a staff member or I'm abstaining, because I'd also just like to mention this is not required. We do just kindly ask that you vote. However, I don't want to push it. So the nominating committee hereby presents this slate of continuing candidates for your approval and welcome. So now I will ask Rob to share that.
Feel like we should have had Jeopardy hold music for this part.
I know I'm slightly dancing, but I feel no one can see this part.
Should have coordinated our ability to actually, we could have done the theme song together.
Oh. Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate the kind words.
All right, I whistled to the end of the song. I think we probably got it.
I'll take cute over awkward any day.
I think one begets the other sometimes. All
right, just let me know when y'all want me to move on.
If you're having any technical difficulties with the poll, you can send us a chat and we can help solve those. I think we're nearing a plateau. All right, Rob, I think you can call it.
All right, wonderful. Thank you everyone so much for your participation, and I want to thank the members and candidates for your dedication to the council, and we just really look forward to another fantastic year. And so now here's the fun part, and we're a little ahead of schedule, but I think that'll be all right, especially I know there's a few eating dinner right now. So I'm going to turn it over to Rob for some prizes.
Thanks, Taylor. All right, let me get my technology in order here. Evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Rob Hoshaw. I'm the Operations Director for the Longtom Watershed Council. And now's the fun part where we give out some prizes. As Taylor mentioned earlier, anybody who donated any amount as part of our 2021 annual celebration and fundraiser was eligible to receive some prizes here at the end. We have about 10 or so that we're giving out, and they include a number of items that are LTWC logo wear and swag. And then we have a few exciting gift items that were donated from local businesses and individuals. And I went ahead and did the drawing here while we were doing the board election and randomly selected folks from our list of awesome donors who we really appreciate. And first thing I'll do is let you see this lovely gift basket that shows all the different items we're giving away that Lorette, my colleague, put together for us. And the first thing we're going to give away is one Long Tom t-shirt. Looks like this. And folks are able to get it in a size that fits them. And the winner of the first t-shirt is Carrie McGranahan. Congratulations to you, Carrie. And then we're going to give away a second Long Tom t-shirt. And the second winner is Jason Coulter. Congratulations, Jason.
Nice.
So 2 shirts that we got to give away there. And then next we're going to give away a Long Tom Watershed Council hat. So we've got 2 different options here and 2 winners, and the winner gets their choice of whichever one they want. One is a trucker style cap that's got the adjustable plastic band on the back. The other is more of a flex fit hat. So the first winner of a Long Tom logo hat is Dana Price. Congratulations to Dana. I remember talking to Dana last night at the HIV Alliance tour. Good to meet you. And the second winner of a hat is John Texter. Congratulations, John.
Right job.
Yeah.
Nice job.
If you folks might remember, John was our gracious host of our 2019 annual celebration out in the Coyote Creek watershed. All right, and so now a couple more logo wear items to give away. First is one of these adorable plush otters. It's got the Long Tom logo on the bandana. So the winner of this plush otter is Lisa Stump. All right,
Nice.
Lisa.
Nice.
Woohoo!
You'll have to tell us what you name it. Our board member Al has one that he's named Ollie. So,
Oh, I thought that was the official name.
oh no.
It's kind of become the official name
Oh,
since Sal's been on the board, yeah. And then the last piece of logo wear is this steel brushed or brushed steel pint glass with LTWC's logo on it. I don't know if you can see it. And the winner of this is Ruth Kanegi. I met you last night too, Ruth. Thanks for coming out and joining us. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ruth.
nice job.
And now we're getting into some.
I forgot that Shelley's is named Olivia. So there's Ollie, Olivia, there's a theme emerging. So if you have an otter, let us know what alliterative name you've chosen.
That's right. I forgot. We had a whole conversation about otter names that start with O. All right. Now we're getting into the gifts that were donated by some really awesome local businesses and individuals. The first, we have 2 jars of artisan fermented honey from Glory Bee, awesome local company. And the winner of the first jar is Court Smith. Congratulations, Court. Got to see
Nice.
Court at the Snag Boat Bend tour a few nights ago.
Yeah, good to see you, Court. Congrats.
And then the second winner of the second jar of honey is one of our awardees, Kevin Shanley. Congratulations, Kevin. You're the proud owner of one of these jars of honey as well.
That's sweet.
Oh, goodness.
Next, we've got some awesome, delicious coffee from Cafe Ma'am, a 14-ounce bag of coffee that was donated by Royal Blue Organics and Cafe Ma'am. Lorette picked this up the other day, and I have to say it was sitting right next to me, and I was craving coffee the entire time. It smelled amazing. So the winner of this lovely bag of coffee is Jamila Bag. Congratulations to Jamila.
Nice.
Jamila, you better remember us every morning with your coffee.
The best part of waking up is Long Tom in your cup.
All right, and now we're down to the last 2 gifts, and these are our grand prizes. A former board member of ours, David Turner, he wrote this book a few years ago. It's called Along the Long Tom River, observations from past and present. It's got some amazing historical photos, interviews with local families, historical details about people that lived in the Longtom watershed. Just an absolute treat to read. And we know whoever wins will be the proud owner of these. So the first person who we drew that won the first book is Anami Ridge. Congratulations to Anami. You get one of David Turner's books.
Very cool. Nice job.
That's awesome.
All right. And then the last prize we have to give out tonight, the second book, goes to Paul Atkinson and Sid Baum.
I think they're in.
Congratulations to Paul and Sid.
I think Paul's in the book. That's great.
I think Paul is in the book. Yes, I'm pretty sure he is.
Excellent.
I'm very happy to get that to the two of them. Yeah, so congratulations to all of our winners. And we again want to thank all the awesome businesses that donated. David Turner for giving us a couple of these books, and for Glory Bee Foods, for Cafe Ma'am and Royal Blue Organics. And then our awardees are also getting gifts. I think Clinton mentioned that earlier. We have another item in here that all of our awardees are getting from Sanity Chocolate. They're getting this delicious chocolate bar mailed to them. And then a local farmstead, Eclectic Nectar, they are donating handcrafted small batch grape juice that's going to go out to all of our awardees too. And we're going to send them another number of other goodies. I think they're also getting the coffee from Cafe Ma'am, as well as some of our logo wear, especially the otter. Everybody always gets an otter. And lastly, just to point out for our awardees, they'll all be getting one of these frame certificates. There's kind of a glare coming off of it. Clinton's reflected in it. But kudos to Lorette for putting these beautiful certificates together. Yeah, so thanks again to everybody who donated and contributed. And Lorette will be getting in touch with all of our award winners and figuring out the best way to ship you your gift. So now I'll turn it back over to Clinton to close us out.
Thank you, Rob. That was really fun. And thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. I know it was short. I know it was sweet. Hopefully some of you had a chance to join us for some of the outdoor tours or some of the upcoming opportunities that we're hoping to have in the coming months. We really can't do this work without you. We really can't do this work without the folks who are willing to engage with us and put a project on the ground or come volunteer or give of their time, give their money, give their expertise. We're just a prism for the community, and we're reflecting and casting your values back onto the landscape. So really appreciate all you've done. Want to thank our sponsors again, Bowman Tree Farm and Roseburg Forest Products. It's been fun, and we hope to see you all in person very soon. Hope you have a safe and happy fall holiday season. Be well. I'm just going to wave to the chat. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.